Hey Tree Class, let's go through this problem that's having us find the highest monthly average temperature, the lowest monthly average temperature, and the time between those two. So what I encourage you to do on a problem like this, when you see function notation like this with a sine wave, throw that into Desmos. Desmos is great for problems like this. So I'm going to move this over just so you can see that I have exactly what's written, even the t instead of f of x. If you're used to using f for Desmos, doesn't matter as long as you have variable correct over here that you have here. You can call it whatever you want to, as long as you have that parentheses around it. Okay, so this, as you can see in the values here are months of the year. So January is 1, February is 2, etc. So I'm going to make my x values go between 0, even though technically it starts at 1, and 12. Okay. Now these are temperatures, and you can get the maximum and smallest temperature by adding these two numbers, the midline 51.75 plus this number. So that's like 51 and 24 is 75, and then some change. So I'm going to go up to 80 for the maximum y. And for the minimum y, you would subtract them. So 50 roughly minus 25 roughly is 25. So I'll go down to 20. And that will have the entire wave in there. All right, I'm going to make the step be units of 20 just to have those tick marks. Okay, so there is my graph. And once I have the graph, I can zoom out a little bit if I want to. But I don't want to go beyond 12. Let me make my x-axis be step up in ones. I don't want to go beyond 12 because, again, it's most of the year. So that's January, that's December, and then it comes back around again in January. Okay. So what I want you to see here is what Desmos does and why Desmos helps with a problem like this. It wants to know what's the average or the highest maximum temperature, or the maximum highest average temperature. So that's this grayed out right here. It's 76.4 degrees. And so I can get that just by clicking that dot in Desmos. So 76.4 wants to know what's the lowest average temperature. So same thing, except now I click the lowest dot on there. So 27.1 degrees. All right, and then it wants to know what's the gap between the highest and the lowest. And now that is just the x coordinates. So 7 and 1. Those are 6 units apart. So that's 6 months. So January to July. All right, so that's how you would do a problem like that. Now, mathematically, if you click on view an example, what are they going to tell you? They're going to tell you that to get the maximum, you take the midline, which is this number, plus the amplitude, which is that number, and they're adding those together. That's the y-coordinate of that highest point. That's the y-coordinate of the lowest point when you subtract the midline minus the amplitude. So you can do it this way as well without having to actually graph it. But I just wanted you to see, if you do graph it, then clicking those points will be everything you need to answer all parts of this question.